thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time, you are welcome. You can go through all the other videos just to have an idea of what this channel is all about. I'm all about inspirational stuff, okay? Sharing good ideas, sharing my experience or experiences, and see if those experiences can help somebody out there. And that's why I'm here. So thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I want to speak about people who mess with you and they still want to be in your face. Or let's put it this way, they cause you so much pain and they're still in your face. They're still trying to hang around you after causing you so much pain. Sometimes I feel they are unaware what they're doing. Or maybe they think you don't know anything. Okay? Or they think, should I say, they are ignorant. So basically what it means is they think you don't know anything. They see you as a fool. That's why they will mess with you and then they will hang around you. They think you don't have sense. Okay? Because a normal human being, after hurting someone, would stay away from that person and say, no, I don't want to go around him or her because of what I did to them, or what I did to him, or what I did to her. That's what you would do. You would not hang around. You won't hang around someone that you messed with. Okay? Because you're sensible. And you know that you've messed with this person, so you're not going to be around them. But they, when they mess with you, they want to be around you. And while they're around you, like I said in one of my videos, they don't like you and they're being around you. At the end of the day, they're making themselves sick. Because that thing they don't like about you is still about you. It's still you. It's not going to go away. Probably your personality or the way you do things. And those are the things that make them angry. And those are the things that make them want to mess with you. And then they are still in your face. So they're constantly going to see that thing that makes them angry about you all the time. And then they will get sick. They'll continue getting sick, Some lose weight, in fact. And losing weight, where I come from, is not a good thing. They get really skinny. Some start looking haggard, unkempt. Because that thing they don't like about you is still about you. It's still there. And then they're still hanging around you. Whether they do this intentionally, I don't know. Because me, normally, if there's someone I've messed with, or I've said something or done something unintentionally, because I don't go out of my way to be mean and nasty to people. If I've been nasty to somebody, I do all I can to stay away from the person. If I unintentionally treated someone unfairly, I do all I can to stay away from the person, because I know the person might still be bearing some grudges against me. Okay, so I don't go close to them, to such person. Not because I hate them, but because I know what I've done to them that wasn't good. So I try as much as I can to stay away from them. This is my nature. But this set of people, they've done something to you, something that causes so much pain, heartbreak, or whatever it is. Maybe you lost your property, or you lost something, you lost your money, your funds, you lost your business, or something really drastic must have happened to you, and they are still around you. And that's why I made a video one time. I said, if you don't like me, don't come around me. And the reason why I said that was, if there is something about me that you don't like, that thing is not going to go away. It's about me, is who I am. So hanging around me all the time, you're still going to see the same thing. And it's still going to piss you off. You know? So, that's the thing. You know? And sometimes these same people who step on you, they expect you to forgive them. And that's why they're hanging around you. Let's put it that way. Because they expect forgiveness. But forgiveness doesn't come easily. And why I'm saying so is because it depends on the magnitude of what they did. Okay? There are some mess up that can be fixed. There are some things that a person could do to you that it has messed up many things in your life. So forgiveness is not going to be easy. Okay? More especially when you can see that they are not remorseful. You know, they are not reflective of what they did. And sometimes they don't even know what they did. They don't know the magnitude of what they did. So forgiveness is not going to come easy. And I try to let them know sometimes, if they go to church, because most of them go to church all the time, they go to church to ask God for forgiveness. They tell God what they did wrong before God can forgive them. And this is the same thing with human beings. If they've hurt you, they have to show that they are remorseful, and they've changed before you can forgive them. But they're not showing any changes. They're not showing that they regret what they did, and they still want you to forgive them. Yes, they want you to forgive them. And when you forgive them and bring them close, they're still going to do the same thing that they did to you before, and even worse. And I'm speaking from experience. It's like somebody 10 years ago did something to me, or 15 years ago, and each time I bring the person around me, the person does worse, does the same thing again. So she hasn't learned. Each time I bring the person close to me, she does the same thing over and over again. And accuse. I'm like, you did this thing 15 years ago and I forgave you, and now you're back again doing another version of it. So they don't learn. It is in their nature to be like that. Okay? So if they're in your face, because it's in their nature to mess things up for you and they want to be around you, the best thing to do is to discontinue any relationship or friendship or whatever it is that you have with them. If you are all sharing the same space, leave that space for them. That's what I would do in my own situation. Leave it for them and leave them to it. Let's put it that way. Leave them to whatever it is they're doing. Because it's beyond you. You can't change such a person. And when you bring them close to you, they're going to do worse than they did before, because now they know you and everybody's growing and they're having a certain level of awareness and they're grabbing more information about you, and then they'll strike you, and it will be worse than it was before. So you cannot change such people. The best thing for you to do is to stay away from them. And so you go your way and I go mine. Finish. Because they don't know. And this is to them who hurt someone and they come around the person. That's very dangerous even for them, because that person can do them anything. That's one thing they don't know. That person can do them anything because they are looking for trouble. They are looking for trouble. They disgrace somebody. They give somebody public humiliation, public shame, and they are still around that person. That person can do them anything. And God is not going to judge that person. Alright? Because normally when you shame somebody publicly, you don't go around the person to befriend the person and give the person a hug. I see a lot of our Nigerian sisters do this. And then when you don't pay attention to them, or you don't want that friendship anymore, they say you're bearing grudges. No, you're not bearing grudges, my dear. You are protecting yourself. You're protecting your emotions. You're protecting your sanity. Okay? Because you don't want to be eaten with the devil, and you invite them around you to do worse than they did before. So it is not bearing grudges, my dear. You are looking after you, and that is very important. You need to look after you in this sort of friendship or even relationship or whatever it is. You are number one priority, because there are some damages people can cause in your life that it will take so many years to fix. I'm speaking from experience. I trusted somebody who was an old friend of mine before I left the UK to go to Nigeria. I trusted him so much. And yes, I did. I thought he was the best thing that has happened to me as a friend. And I left here and I moved back. And then I realized, this person just want to do me long throat and show me he's bigger than me. And when all these events started to happen through the years, I just realized this person has done this thing in the past before. And I knew who he was more than 20 years ago. Why did I let him back again 10 or 12 years later into my life? And he did worse. He did worse. So that's why I'm sharing my experience with you. When somebody has messed up with you and has caused damage in your life, and you can sense that this person is like this. Don't fall for the trick of a different face they're putting on. They wear a different mask and they come to you. It's a trick. Alright? This is why I like white people. When you mess with them, or when they have a certain feeling about you, they stay away from you. Even at your workplace, if you do something, they dismiss you one time. They don't give room for excuses. No. And I've learned from being around white people, I've learned this part of them. They don't give second chances when it comes to what this person can do as a human being, because they know how humans are. But some of us, it's taking us really a long time to really discover these things because of the religious thing they try to put in our head about forgiveness. You can forgive somebody, but let that person stay far from you. Let that person stay far from you. If a snake bites you once, the snake can also bite you again. Because it's a snake. It's not going to change. Like I said one time, that snake will not change into a cat. A snake is a snake and it will surely bite you. Alright? So this is one thing some of our people need to understand. You've messed with somebody, you stay away from the person. They mess with you, they should stay away from you. Okay? They shouldn't hang around you. They shouldn't even text you. They shouldn't try to ring you up. Even on social media, they shouldn't try to contact you. Because they mess with you. And you are afraid of having them back in your life. And you don't even want to make friends with their friends. Because sometimes they can even send their friends to come around you. Yes? They can send their friends to come around you and befriend you. These people are like that. You don't know that the guy you are in a relationship with, or the woman, if you're a man, the woman you're in a relationship with is their friend. And they will be passing your information. That's why even in relationships these days, the older you become, the more careful you are. Because you don't know who is who and who is plotting what. Especially if you've met people who have been plotting things in your life, plotting destruction in your life. So you become really careful about who comes in your space. You become very careful because some people are prone to other people trying to destroy their life. Somebody like me. For instance, I know the kind of personality I have. I have a personality where anybody who comes close to me must be jealous of me. This is how it has been for a very long time in my life. Most people who come close to me are jealous of me. That's why I don't bring people too close. I don't bring them too close. There's something about me and the way I work and my values in life that most people don't really like. Not that anything is wrong with my values. And there are some habits that I have that are really good and work ethic that I have that are really good that most people don't like. I'm a very honest person. And most people don't like that. I don't like to talk bad of people, and most people don't like that. There are certain habits I don't like around me, and most people have terrible habits, and that's why I don't like hanging around them. Okay? I'm not so focused on what will a man give to me, and most of our women are focused on that, what they are going to get from a man. I don't like to be in a relationship with a man who has strings of girls, and most of our men have that. So you see, I like to be in places where I would have good conversations. And most people, when you want to have conversations with them these days, all they talk about is, very minor things. I don't like to talk about minor conversations, petty things. No. I like things that open up my mind. Okay, so that's why I'm explaining all these things to people out there, to you watching my video, so you don't think, oh, there's something wrong with Becky, that's why most people who come around her are jealous of her. No. My life is I don't know if I've seen anybody who's like me. I'm very hardworking and I try to create a balance in my life. Okay? And most people that I have met, they're not like that. I'm yet to meet people who are like me. Let's put it that way. So when somebody who's not like me comes around me, all these things that I do will piss them off. My good nature will piss them off because many people are dodgy. Many people that I have, I'm not even going to go into details. But from experience, many people, when they come, what they tell you is not what it is. I don't like people like that. What they tell you, they're hiding something behind. I don't like people like that. So I can never get along with such people. Let's put it that way. This creates a problem. And I fall out with a lot of people because I'm very straightforward. How you see me is how you see me. I'm not two-faced. So many people have two faces, some have three faces. How you see me is how you see me. So that's why when people come around me, my spirit and their spirits is something, it really doesn't, they bounce like, So there's always an issue. So it's not like anything is wrong with me, to put that straight. And then they mess up, and then they still want to hang in your face. Let's go back to the topic. They still want to hang around you when they've caused a lot of destruction. And the one I don't understand is how somebody can be saying stuff about you behind you, and then they're still around you, they're smiling in your face, they're happy in your face, but then behind you they're telling 1001 of their friends terrible things about you. Alright? Terrible things that you're like, what? What? There was one who, I was in a relationship one time, and she kept telling me about this guy of mine and his girlfriend, his new girlfriend, how she saw them in the club. I would be in my house and she would phone me. She would tell me how much money he was counting, how much he paid for his drinks. To me, I was like, why is this person, why does she have this much information about somebody that I dated? But then she turned around and she changed the story. And somebody said, I said, look, why would she say that? She was the one stalking him and telling me everything that he was doing with this girl that he was dating. So why would he turn around and say I was the one? Or, So people can be that funny. They follow your relationship around and they go and say things to your man just to make sure that relationship breaks up. And then they come around you and they're smiling in your face and pretending like they're nice people. But they are saying terrible things around you. It's like the one on social media. I always like to touch on different aspects of that woman. She comes with her face and tells me how much she hates me on social media, talks about my family, says all sorts of BS about my people, but then she uses a man's face on inbox to want to chat me up. And a handsome man, a handsome white dude, she borrowed the picture of a white dude who's a model, I don't know, very handsome man that any woman will fall for. And that's the dude's face she was using to come and chat me up inbox. So I felt to myself, when I found out, something crept up in my skin, like it didn't really feel nice. So I said to myself, my God, can human beings really be like this? Why was she hating on me publicly with her real face, and then with the fake account, she was so nice. Hello, how are you? And I found that really terrible when I discovered it was her. And that was what actually made her come out the way she came out, to embarrass me publicly, because I had caught her. I had found out what she was doing with various fake accounts, and she tore me apart publicly. Let's put it that way. So I asked her several times, I said, if you liked me so much, why are you saying nasty things about me? If you liked me so much that you wanted to chat with me with a man's face, why say terrible things about me? Why come out to public and tell me how much you hated me with your real face? That would make me not want to speak to you, not want to be around you. But it's just that she couldn't pretend how much she hated me. She couldn't pretend with her real self because she has multiple personalities. The only way she could show love was to pretend to be somebody else, and a man for that matter. I'm going to speak more on that, why she came with a man's face. She didn't come with a woman's face, she came with a man's face. And I made a video about it during that time when all these problems were going on, and she captioned me, she called me something on YouTube, and I made the same video and I called her the same thing. She called me on YouTube and I put it there. Because whatever she was doing, I was doing the same thing to reflect how I was feeling and to reflect her actions. If she could be sensible to withdraw everything she was doing towards me. But that's just it. she hated me so much, but then she was sending me messages inbox with a man's face. So there are people like that. They can't stand you, but then something in them likes you on a certain level, which is not healthy. That's not a healthy like. All right, and I always try to question people who exhibit such type of character, who have such traits, why they do that. There's a part of them that likes you that it is not healthy, and they know that. So they want to reveal that part of themselves to you slowly by putting up a facade, having a different face, and slowly it's almost like dipping, a tea bag in a cup of tea, in a cup of hot water. Sorry, it doesn't become tea until the tea bag is fully in it. And you dip your tea bag slowly, the tip, little by little by little, until it's soaked into the cup of water, hot water, and it becomes a cup of tea. So that's how they are. They put up a different facade. They don't like you, they hate you, but then they use a different face because of what they want to do. It's not healthy. And then they use that and they come around you slowly, 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 until you accept them into your life, which is not their real self. Okay, so I don't know why they do that, because to put up the personality of somebody else when you don't like somebody, it can be draining, I think, for any human being out there. There are other people as well who show their real self. They have their full face and they are smiling in your face and they're showing you they don't like you, but then they still want to be around you. These are the sort of people that are more dangerous, because they are showing you how much they hate you, but then they want to be around you. They want to stand in your face and look at you with so much hate and so much disgust. They don't like you. They show you they don't like you. Maybe they're showing other people that they like you if you're within a certain area. Or maybe they show other people too they don't like you. And then they're still in your face, looking at you with so much hate. If you have such an experience and if you're around such people, stay away from them. Okay? Because they are not good news. Stay away from them. That is their nature. They don't like you, but they still want to be around you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again. Take care.